2015, I was diagnosed with a brain tumour. Like the Carol Vorderman of the dog world. Hi. So today's not such a good day. Not feeling too well. I've got a shunt in my head that goes into my body and causes me quite a bit of pain quite often. So today's a lie on the bed day and feel sorry for myself. But I got my best mate Cooper here with me. He's always here to cheer me up and make me feel better. It's amazing that he's not actually had any interest in adoption, seeing as he's just the most wonderful, loving dog. And yet, here we are, over a year later, and he's not had any applications for adoption or anything like that. So, which I'm kind of not happy about, but I do dread the day that he does get adopted because I love him so much. I wouldn't want him to go, but if we don't get him rehomed, then that's another place in our foster places that we wouldn't be able to take any more dogs in. So, and we've loved so many of the dogs that we've had that if we'd kept them all, then our house would be crazy. So, as much as he's one of my favourites, he is amazing. What? You see the camera? And obviously Vane. And I will be distraught when he goes, but you know, there's just so many rescues out here that need attention that we have to keep getting them rehomed, otherwise we won't be able to take any more dogs in. So I thought while I was lying in bed feeling shit that I could, well, show Cooper off because he is beautiful, but also we could do an origins story, because I don't think we've ever said how we got here. But back in 2015, I was diagnosed with a brain tumour. It was not cancer, and if by magic we've got a new dog here, because as I was talking, they all went nuts, and she wanted to come in here, and this is Hope. Hope's been with us for almost 2 years now, and she's had not a single application for adoption either. She's an amazing dog. She's so loving. As you can see, she's throwing herself on me. She's so loving, but she's also really, really clever. She's like the Carol Vorderman of the dog world. She looks forever young, incredible brain, and loves attention. I'm assuming Carol Vorderman would like attention. Not in a attention-seeking way, but I mean, would like affection. Maybe just make sure I don't sort of offend anybody. So yeah. So now we've got Hope is here. So yeah, as I was saying, brain tumour wasn't cancer, but it was growing on my brainstem, so it needed to be removed urgently. So 2015 it was removed, just like a week after I'd been diagnosed. Got it removed. They were quite happy. They got 95% of the tumour out, and the rest was stuck to my brainstem, so they didn't really want to get that because of the damage it could have caused. So yeah, we thought, oh, brilliant, all sorted. And then after my surgery, I continued to get sick. The headaches were so intense. I was practically banging my head against the wall. Went into hospital 3-4 times, and it was all because of where they'd done the operation. The spinal fluid was collecting, and I had swelling on my brain. So in the end, they had to put a tube into my brain, which then comes out of my brain and goes down into my abdomen. It's called a VP shunt, and it drains the excess spinal fluid off my brain and into my abdomen. And that's just continued to cause me issues since 2016. So after we'd been through all that, my not husband at that time, after all that, we realised life was too short. And my husband, that never wanted to get married, didn't like the idea of it, didn't want to be centre of attention, he proposed to me. So we got married in 2017. And so 2017, we said, life's too short. You got to make the most of every day, because you never know what's going to happen. You could get diagnosed with brain tumour, cancer. We've got family members who are now having strokes and heart attacks, and so you never know what's around the corner. So you've got to make the most of every day. And my husband always wanted, he'd worked in Cyprus for a few months, quite a long time ago, and he'd always wanted to come back. So after all my treatment was finished, I said, why not do it now? Life's too short. Why not make the most of every day in a nice, hot, warm, sunny place? And so that's what we did. And soon enough, I got a job out here. I came out here. He sorted out all our affairs in the UK. And then he joined me about 9 months later. And we've now been here for 6 years. That's how we came to Cyprus, because of those circumstances. And what it's done, it's led us to, although we enjoy our jobs and we have great jobs and friends and stuff like that, but we've seen and we've met up and been close to people who are involved in rescuing dogs. And so we started by fostering. Our next door neighbour, Cavelli, she had lots of dogs, which you just heard, didn't you? Can you hear the dogs? And so we started by fostering some of the dogs that she would rescue, and took it from there. And now we're rescuing and we're fostering and we're trying to build a animal sanctuary. Well, we're trying to build an animal rescue organisation from scratch, with the hope that one day, although I think it's very unlikely, but I'm being positive and saying that it will happen one day, even if it's in about 20 years. But the aim is to build up an animal rescue organisation, get lots of supporters so that we can share the dogs that we've got for adoption, like Hope here. She's been waiting 2 years, and so we keep sharing her details. What are you doing? You're showing off. You're showing off for everybody at home. So we will, and she falls asleep when you rub her tummy. So we are building this from scratch. I don't think we're doing too bad, but I do think we could be doing a lot better. We could be building our support groups on social media. It's very difficult because they all have algorithms that dictate how your posts get seen. So you need lots of people in order for lots of people to see your posts. So that's all very slow. But it's our main channel for promotion. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. We're on all of them. You can check them all out. But yeah, so we're building Elysium Animal Rescue Cyprus as our rescue organisation. But we need help. So now you know me, you know us, you know why we're here. You are very important to us. We could not do what we are doing if we didn't have people who were willing to listen and to act and to share posts and videos. If we don't get that, then we would struggle to get people to see the posts that we share with details of these dogs that are desperate to get new homes. I mean, they're just wonderful dogs. The ones that Cooper you saw earlier, he was found on the street, and he was skin and bones where he hadn't, been looked after. Hope was taken to the vet to be euthanized because the owner didn't want to have to deal with her illness that she'd got, which he could have prevented really if he had looked after her properly. But it was perfectly treatable, so she was treated and now just takes maintenance tablets every day, very cheap tablets. So all these dogs have had such bad treatment, but you just look at how they are. How can you not want to rescue these dogs? So we are here with the dogs. We can tell you what they're like, and we can, give you a good idea of their character. But we need you to share our posts, share our videos, and encourage your friends and families to follow our groups and our social media profiles, because without that sort of following, we don't have as much chance of getting people to see what we're doing. So if you can get our social media profiles, they're all under Elysium Animal Rescue, different combinations of, but I'll put the links in the captions. But please follow us. Please share our posts. Please, if you know anybody that's looking for a dog, encourage them to get a rescue dog, and if possible, a rescue dog from abroad, and even more hopefully, a rescue dog from Elysium Animal Rescue. Thank you if you stayed and watched this whole video. I really do appreciate it. We are so grateful for everybody that has started following us, and we would be so grateful if you could too. And then maybe gorgeous doggies like this could get some homes and live their absolute best life that they deserve. Thank you again. Take care, and remember, adopt, don't shop. Thank you.